At dawn, the deck of Spain's Juan Carlos, the first shimmers under the rising sun. A handful of V-8B Harrier jets lie in readiness. The ship cuts through the Mediterranean waves like a predator stalking its prey. At just over 27,000 tons, it is small compared to the giants across the ocean. Yet for Spain, it is a floating declaration of ambition. A mobile airbase capable of projecting power across regional waters.
The flight deck hums with activity as sailors move with precise efficiency.
Every launch, every landing, a testament to meticulous coordination and training. Italy's Cavour emerges next in the naval hierarchy. A slightly larger vessel but still light by global standards. Its deck hosts a mix of a V-8B Harriers and NH-90 helicopters. The ship embodies Italy's strategic vision. Limited by size but not by tactical imagination. Cavour can deploy rapid reaction forces, project maritime power in the Adriatic or farther afield. Deck crews practice simulated sorties. Pilots run through pre-flight checks. The hum of engines blends with the ocean wind. Every mission a lesson in efficiency and survival at sea. These ships are more than steel. They are the heartbeat of national pride. France operates Charles de Gaulle. Nuclear-powered and far heavier than its Iberian and Italian counterparts. 42,500 tons of steel and engineering mastery. Its Catabar launch system allows full-sized fighter jets to take off fully armed. Rafale M jets roar down the deck. Pilots push the limits of endurance. The ship slices through the Atlantic with a purpose. For France, this is not merely a vessel. It is sovereignty on the move. A floating command center able to project air power anywhere in the world. Crew members navigate complex operations. Radar sweeps scan for threats. Engineers monitor nuclear reactors with precise vigilance. Every second matters. A misstep could be catastrophic. Across the waters, the United Kingdom's HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales rise like titans. 80,000 tons each. STOVL carriers designed to host F-35B stealth fighters. Deck crews practice simultaneous launches. Jets streak into the sky, leaving trails of heat and speed. For the Royal Navy, these ships are global ambassadors. They enforce security in distant waters and uphold strategic influence inherited from centuries of maritime dominance.
The coordination is flawless.
Helicopters land as fighters take off. Every movement a choreography perfected by countless hours of training. Each carrier is a statement. A promise that the UK remains a power to be reckoned with on the seas. Emerging from the east is India with its Vikrant. A symbol of regional ambition and industrial prowess. It is light by comparison, but capable. Its ski jump deck allows MiG-29K fighter jets to project air power across the Indian Ocean. India aims to secure sea lanes, assert influence, and deter regional adversaries. The flight deck comes alive as sorties prepare for launch. Pilots focus on precision takeoffs. Every maneuver is measured. Every aircraft accounted for. The ship embodies India's growing strategic footprint. It is a floating fortress of modern ambition. China enters the arena with Fujian and earlier carriers. Typo 03 class represents a leap in naval engineering. Catapult-assisted takeoffs allow heavy fighters and early warning aircraft to operate from its deck. 85,000 tons of projected force. The ship moves like a giant across the South China Sea. Deck crews maintain a rhythm that is almost mechanical. Each launch a demonstration of technological sophistication. These carriers are the centerpiece of China's ambition to challenge global naval hierarchies. Every maneuver sends a signal. Every exercise a display of capability. The world watches as the East rises in maritime power. And then there is the United States. Nimitz class and the newer Gerald R. Ford class, over 100,000 tons. Nuclear powered. Dozens of F-E-18 Super Hornets and F-35C fighters ready for immediate action. Each carrier a floating city. Radar and missile defense systems integrate with aircraft operations seamlessly. Crew numbers exceed 5,000. Pilots, sailors, engineers, and support staff operate in a constant ballet of readiness. The U.S. Navy's carriers dominate oceans. Every sortie projected thousands of miles from home. Deterrence is a constant companion, presence is power. And yet even among these giants there are risks. Mechanical failures, operational errors, and the ever-present shadow of global rivals lurking beyond radar horizons. At the edge of the flight deck, a Harrier positions for takeoff. Its engines scream and the carrier pitches in the waves.
But in the control room, an unexpected alert flashes across the radar screens.
Something has entered detection range without warning. The operators freeze. Eyes dart across instruments. The tone of the alert is unlike any routine exercise. It is precise, sharp, and completely out of place. The tension on board is palpable. Every sailor knows the gravity of an unknown object approaching a supercarrier. This is no drill, no simulation. Every procedure trained for comes alive in real time. The decks are alive with anticipation. Pilots grip their controls. Engineers monitor the propulsion systems. Officers coordinate defensive protocols. Radar blips multiply across the screens. The alert grows louder. It is moving fast. Faster than any aircraft the crew expected to encounter. A mystery on the horizon challenges the supremacy of the largest floating airbase ever constructed. And then it vanishes from sensors. The operators blink. The silence that follows is heavier than the ocean itself. Every eye stares at the empty horizon. But the crew knows it will return. And when it does, the entire concept of power at sea will be tested in a way no one could predict. The radar operators blink repeatedly. The screen shows nothing, yet the alert persists. Every officer on the bridge feels the weight of anticipation. The captain orders all decks to full readiness. Pilots are instructed to keep aircraft engines on standby. Every crew member braces. This is not an ordinary drill. The ocean stretches in every direction. Waves crash against the hull. The sun reflects harshly off the metal surface. Silence dominates the carrier except for the hum of machinery. Sensors continue to sweep the skies and waters. Nothing appears, and yet the warning tone remains constant. The crew exchanges glances. Each second stretches longer than the last. Time slows. Far beneath the waves, sonar operators detect unusual activity. The deep hum of an approaching vessel echoes faintly. No profile matches known threats. Engineers double-check propulsion and reactor systems. The ship's nuclear heart pulses steadily, ready to provide the power needed for any sudden maneuver. Deck crews check weapons and aircraft. Fighters are moved to catapults. Helicopters circle above for reconnaissance. Officers debate potential origins. Could it be a foreign submarine? An unidentified aircraft? The alert does not match known parameters. Every protocol is executed with machine precision. Yet unease settles over the bridge. The crew knows the ocean conceals many secrets. And not all are predictable. The focus shifts back to the sky. A shadow moves at the edge of radar range. It appears briefly and disappears again. FA-18 pilots watch the horizon. Their hands tighten on controls. Fighter jets are armed with precision missiles and electronic countermeasure pods. The crew prepares for a scenario never practiced in full. Every sensor in the control room tracks movement. Communications chatter increases. Reports from lookouts and drones feed into the command center. The object remains elusive. Speed unknown. Intent unknown. Size difficult to estimate. But its presence is undeniable. Tension thickens the air. The Atlantic becomes a stage for an encounter that could define naval power in the 21st century. Meanwhile, across the globe, other carriers continue operations. Spain's Juan Carlos I conducts regional drills. Italy's Cavour launches simulated sorties. Charles de Gaulle flies Rafale M jets across the Atlantic. India's INS Vikrant projects force in the Indian Ocean. China's Fujian demonstrates catapult-assisted launches. These nations do not yet realize the significance of a single alert near the United States. Yet the signal ripples through strategic monitoring networks. Allies and rivals alike analyze the anomaly. Satellite imagery confirms nothing conventional is visible. Intelligence reports scramble to explain the mysterious presence. Every analyst understands the potential implications. This is a test not just of technology but of readiness and nerve. On board the Gerald R. Ford-class, the situation escalates. The alert tone shifts. A new blip appears on long-range radar. Small at first, growing rapidly. Its movement defies conventional flight paths. Calculations are made at a feverish pace. Pilots are instructed to take off immediately if necessary. Decks move into launch configuration. Catapults are readied. Helicopters hover near the deck edges. The object accelerates in bursts. It is neither submarine nor conventional aircraft. Crew members stare at the screens. Algorithms attempt to classify it. None succeed. The tension is palpable. Each second could determine life or death. The object suddenly vanishes again. Silence returns. The ocean seems to reclaim its secret, but the crew knows it is only a pause. The carrier remains alert. Every hand on board feels the unspoken warning. Something extraordinary has entered their waters, and it will not leave unnoticed. The carrier begins maneuvering. Speed increases. Defensive systems are prepared. Pilots are on standby. Engineers monitor nuclear power output. Communications officers relay updates to Fleet Command. The alert blips reappear. Faster now, closer. The object moves with unpredictable precision. Anti-aircraft and missile defense systems are primed. Every crew member knows the stakes. An encounter could trigger global attention. The object hovers briefly at the radar edge. Its silhouette impossible to define. Sensors indicate metallic composition, but the dimensions are unusual. It is unlike anything designed for conventional warfare. A strange energy signature pulses from it intermittently. The officers exchange theories. Could it be advanced enemy technology? A test of new weaponry? Or something entirely unimagined? On deck, pilots strap into aircraft. Engines roar to life. The first FA-18s roll into position. Catapults are armed. Deck crew braces for launch. The object disappears once more. Radar predicts it will re-emerge from the cloud layer above. Visual confirmation is critical. Pilots lift off. Jet after jet streaks into the sky. Helicopters circle below, providing surveillance. The entire carrier operates like a single living organism. Sensors feed data continuously. Operators analyze trajectory, speed, and potential threat level. Every movement is monitored. The ocean and sky become a theater of tension. And then from the edge of radar, the object reappears. A massive form descends rapidly toward the water. It creates a disturbance in the waves before vanishing again. The crew stares. Every theory is challenged. No one knows what it is. And for the first time, the limits of their technology are truly tested. The tension escalates further. Senior officers convene in the command center. Decisions must be made in seconds. Defensive protocols are debated. Launch procedures are accelerated. The mysterious object defies every expectation. Crew members brace for potential impact or confrontation. Communications scramble to relay updates to Fleet Command. Other nations are informed in real time through secure channels. Analysts attempt to decode speed, direction, and behavior patterns. Calculations fail to yield answers. The ocean conceals the truth. The object could strike, evade, or simply observe. Every human and machine aboard is focused on survival and response. The carrier is at peak readiness. The unknown presence tests the limits of naval preparedness. And then a transmission is received. It is not human. It is not recognizable. The voice is electronic yet deliberate. The words are incomprehensible but unmistakably directed at the carrier. The deck falls silent. Every crew member freezes. The sound of machinery continues, but tension thickens like fog. Something unprecedented has entered their domain. The electronic transmission pulses again. Lights flicker on the carrier's bridge. The voice is artificial yet deliberate. Officers exchange stunned glances. Pilots tighten grips on controls. Every sensor sweeps the skies and seas simultaneously. The object approaches faster than any aircraft. It moves with impossible precision. The water churns beneath it, yet no conventional wake is detected. Every calculation fails. The crew cannot predict its trajectory. Engines roar as fighters scramble. Helicopters hover in tight formation. The carrier maneuvers at maximum speed. Nuclear reactors hum with steady power. Every hand aboard waits for the first contact. The ocean becomes a theater of anticipation and dread. Silence dominates the moments between alarms. Every heartbeat counts. A radar blip grows larger. Deck crew brace. Pilots report visual contact. It is massive. Metallic surface gleams strangely. Shape defies conventional design. No wings, no visible propulsion, yet movement is swift and fluid. The object hovers, descends, and rises again. Every sensor struggles to capture its essence. Officers debate engagement. Weapons are primed. Every defensive system is active. This is not a known adversary. Historical protocols do not apply. The crew feels both awe and fear. Technology meets the limits of imagination. This is a test of training and nerve. And then the object suddenly splits, two forms emerge. Each moves independently yet in perfect coordination. The ocean becomes a canvas of impossible motion. Waves crash beneath them. Pilots track their every maneuver. The carrier responds with evasive patterns. Every system is pushed to the extreme. Communication channels light up. Allies monitor from satellites and ships. Analysts try to interpret data. Nothing in history resembles this. Every nation capable of understanding advanced maritime threats observes. The presence of the object challenges assumptions about naval dominance. The U.S. Supercarrier, a floating city of 5,000 personnel, braces for impact. Fighter jets streak skyward. Helicopters patrol the edges of radar coverage. The object hovers, pauses, and descends again. Then it releases something. Objects drop into the ocean, unmanned, metallic, unknown purpose. Waves rise as the carriers evade. Sensors track every movement. Defensive systems react instantly. The crew realizes this is not an attack in the conventional sense. This is testing, probing, and asserting presence. And then the unthinkable occurs. The object accelerates toward one of the fighter jets. The pilot responds instinctively. Engines scream. Missiles lock on. Electronic systems attempt interference. The object reacts instantly. Avoidance maneuvers executed with preternatural precision. The jet narrowly escapes. The object hovers momentarily before vanishing from radar. The crew struggles to comprehend. They have encountered technology beyond current understanding. Every procedure practiced for decades seems inadequate. Officers regroup. Pilots refuel and return to decks. The carrier maintains speed. Surveillance continues. The ocean becomes an expanse of tension and uncertainty. Yet one truth emerges. The supremacy of the supercarrier is no longer absolute. The rules of engagement have changed. Across the globe, other carriers remain unaware of the full scale. Spain's Juan Carlos I, Italy's Cavour, France's Charles de Gaulle, the United Kingdom's Queen Elizabeth, and India's Vikrant operate routine exercises. China monitors silently. Satellites capture strange activity near the U.S. supercarrier. Intelligence analysts scramble. Global naval hierarchies shift subtly in anticipation. Every nation considers the implications. What has appeared in the Atlantic challenges assumptions about control of the seas. Strategy, technology, and human skill are tested against the unknown. The U.S. carrier remains vigilant. Every system integrated into a single network. Aircraft, radar, sonar, and missile systems operate in concert. Every crew member is part of the chain. The object remains elusive. Observation continues. Preparation never ends. Hours pass. The object maneuvers with intent yet avoids direct confrontation. The supercarrier projects power in every direction. Jets and helicopters patrol. Surge track. Engineers ensure propulsion stability. Officers coordinate response teams. Every measure taken is precise and calculated. The object hovers over the horizon. Its metallic sheen glints in sunlight. The ocean reflects movement impossible to predict. The carrier's alert remains. Every system is ready. Every human aboard stands vigilant. The world watches. And then the object executes a maneuver that defies physics. It rises vertically in an instant. Moves faster than anything previously recorded. Vanishes in a flash of light. Radar loses contact. The crew stares at empty sky. Silence follows. Relief is brief. Every officer knows this is a pause, not an end. The carrier has survived. Its crew has endured. And yet the challenge remains. The unknown has entered naval history. Its presence will influence doctrine, strategy, and preparation for decades to come. In the command center, officers record every detail. Pilots recount maneuvers. Engineers note power readings. Communication officers catalog transmissions. Intelligence is gathered at a pace unseen before. The supercarrier remains a testament to human ingenuity and endurance, yet its supremacy is no longer unquestioned. The ocean conceals the mysteries of power beyond imagination. The carrier sails onward. Jets streak above. Helicopters hover. The crew resumes operational readiness. But the shadow of the unknown lingers. Questions remain unanswered. Technology meets its limits. Strategy encounters the unpredictable. and the world has witnessed the undeniable fact that even the greatest floating airbase is only one part of a larger, unknowable battlefield. The Atlantic stretches endlessly. The horizon holds secrets that may never be fully understood. And somewhere beyond radar, the unknown continues to move, watching, waiting, testing, challenging the very idea of control at sea. Don't forget to subscribe to Naval Pulse for more cinematic military documentaries. Which nation do you believe will dominate the oceans in the next decade, and why? Let us know in the comments.